beep, beep. Welcome to the court of the Edijester. How are we, good peepods? It's good to be speaking with you after a few days. I had a bit of a break, not too well. Oh dear. Dicky tummy. That's more information than you needed, isn't it? Here. It's going on. It's all going on. It's all happening at the hustings. KJK giving it some at the hustings. Has to be seen, to be believed. But there's been a number of things happen as well as that, so let's do those too. So this is like by way of an update, because I've been away for a couple of days and it's open to everyone, so forgive me, Substackers, and there'll be some more Substack only content coming shortly once I'm fully recovered. Now let's begin, shall we? We'll begin with the situation which has been highlighted on GB News, of which I've got a clip for you to have a look at, where someone has been threatened with arrest for leafleting. Yes, I know. It's a bit hard to understand. It'll be an activist police officer, as is pointed out by Andrew Doyle and his fellow speakers on this particular clip.
I wondered what you thought about political party candidates being reported or threatened with arrest when delivering party political leaflets.
OK, so Paul, you've seen this story, haven't you? This was the candidate in Leeds, Louise McDonald, threatened with arrest. She's for the Party of Women. Threatened with arrest for distributing leaflets. Did you read about this one?
Yes, I did. I did read about this one. I've even read the leaflet. Leaflet says lots of sensible things. And my understanding also is that these leaflets were distributed by the Royal Mail. I've had leaflets distributed by the Royal Mail myself before, and they have to sort of pass a fit and proper test in order to do so. So they are fine.
Well, I mean, even
for
if that were the case,
consumption.
I mean, I've read the leaflet. It's gender critical views. It's the belief that there are two sexes and they cannot change. Beliefs that are protected under the Equality Act. I mean, Cressida, I don't understand why the police would get involved with the expression of perfectly legitimate viewpoints, and particularly when it's a parliamentary candidate. That's worrying, isn't it?
It's extremely worrying, and you just hope that this is going to be resolved relatively quickly and that it will be a mistake, but it's...
Or like an overzealous officer or something.
Yes, exactly.
But doesn't that point
shows us...
Yes, go on,
that
sorry.
there's a culture in the police, that there's some activism, and it's clearly not following... It's not following the procedures, it's not following the law, it's just totally inappropriate.
I mean, that's a bigger issue, isn't there? I mean, I think because the College of Policing have been so sort of active in basically training the police to believe that they should be activists, right. You know, which is why you end up with them all in the rainbow lanyards and all the rest of it.
Which is exactly what you don't want, without fear or favour.
Right.
And this is clearly with favour,
yeah.
or with unfavourability towards one candidate.
It's utterly extraordinary, although we are fair cop, Harry Miller, Sarah Fillimore, many people have been working to get the police sorted out for a very long time now, especially when you understand that it's the Royal College of Policing who are behind this with their woke policies and the fact that they're completely captured with this lunacy. Well, there's the police force for you. That's one gone. Unfortunately, we can now say the same about most of Bristol. No, I'm kidding. Kenny J. Keane was down at Bristol for the Party of Women. Go the Party of Women. For the Party of Women, and I was pleased to be able to see some of the clips, although I'm struggling to find the whole thing. I hope that will be available soon. There was one particular clip that resonated with me where she was sat next to a string bean of a gay man who said some of the most extraordinary things I've ever heard come out of a gay man's mouth in my life. So let's watch that, and then I'll comment, and you can come back to me in the comments as usual. Here we go.
Because these are not only really good stories, but it's the kind of thing that I would have wanted to see as a gay teenager. We've asked... Now, we've been asked who is a woman, and I've just told you I'm gay. I'm the worst person to define who a woman is. And that's why I don't want rules to say who's a woman, who's a man. If I want to know someone's gender, I'll ask them and I'll trust them. Yeah. Now, why this matters is because many women are terrified about violence against women and girls. And that is awful. That's the thing that we need to tackle, is to invest by people who are violent against women and girls, who could be anyone. And so we need to invest in dealing with...
What do you make of that, then? Really? Really? If you want to know somebody's gender, you'll ask them. Listen to me, matey boy. Listen to me, young man, because that's what he is, a gay young man. You have no idea what you're talking about. Not the first idea. I can tell you with absolute clarity that some of the best people to tell you what a woman is are gay men. Some of the best, right? Because they don't sleep with them. right? Here's what and it's I want to know somebody. It's none of my business. We've all got to be kind. I'm sure this must be a Liberal Democrat. Tell me if I'm wrong. What a weaselly-mouthed response from this person, this individual. This is a gay man who will give away other gay men. It's the equivalent of the Vichys in France. Exactly the same thing, a traitorous gay man. So you've got two things there. Royal College of Policing up the creek, traitorous gay man in Bristol, Kelly J. Keane getting somebody, doing her thing at the hustings, which I thought was wonderful. There's more clips to see, so go and have a look. There she is, stood up doing something for those of you that didn't notice. You also might have noticed the woman who stood up and asked the question on GB News. We know who you are. Go on, love. Warrior teacher him to death. Go on. Tremendous stuff. So I thought, well, we need to finish up with something to give you something to chew on. So I've got something for you to chew on as well, which is, I think, quite extraordinary. And it's really does highlight that there's something wrong. Something's going on. And I don't know where it's going to end, but it's interesting in that we've got an article from the Tory Graph, which I put the link downstairs as usual, so you can have a look. Okay, Labour voters closer to Tory stance on trans rights, survey shows. I'm a bit lost in the I'm a bit lost in the reads on this one. Survey finds 48% of those who backed Labour in 2019 support Tory pledge to amend Equality Act to protect single-sex spaces. What? Labour voters are more likely to agree with the Tory position on transgender rights than that of their own party, a poll has found. So these people, 2,146 voters by people polling, found 48% of those who backed Labour in 2019 supported the Tory manifesto pledge to amend the Equality Act. Anybody want to tell me what's going on? Anybody want to give me some idea of what's happening? Talk about confused. The whole thing's confused. And I'm hearing this morning that Keir Starmer's said transgender women shouldn't be in female toilets. Has he? Somebody show me where. Make no bones about it. Labour and their cronies, they will squirm and they will lie and they will schmooze their way to your heart if you're not careful. Right? A vote for Labour is a vote against reality. And you need to understand that because we're about to get 4.5 years of hell. I say 4.5 years because you only get 3 months at the beginning to get stuff done and 3 months at the end to sort of try and make people think you were good at it. Just get them off the electoral map. Don't vote them in. I know it's going to happen. I know they're coming. And you best be hunkering. You've got to hunker down now. Hunker down. One person at a time. Do you want to do that? Come and be a warrior teacher. Right, I've got nothing else for you. I'm going to go and lie on the couch so I can recover because I've been ill for the last 2 days and I need to recover. I'll see you later. All right, have a great day. Ta-ra.